All right, well, welcome back, everybody. Today, I am going to talk about summarizing. Madison just read the book, Little Red Riding Hood. Am I right?
Yes, but it's in it's like a different person who retold the book.
Oh, okay, not the original. Someone who retold the book, okay. And I've asked Madison if she could please give us a summary of what happened in Little Red Riding Hood. So, Madison, can you give us a summary?
Okay, so, first there was a girl named Red Riding Hood. People consider her, called her Red, and her grandma was a sailing whale, and so her mom told her to bring some cake to her, and so her mom also said don't follow the path and don't talk to any strangers. And so once she got into the path, she met Big Bad Wolf, and she had no idea that he was bad. And then
Okay. You're gonna have to stop. This is lovely, absolutely lovely. It's obvious that you read the story and you understood it well. But this, my love, is not a summary. What Madison just did is what the majority of children will like to do, whether they're in second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, sometimes in high school. You ask them for a summary, and the children will give you a detailed retell of the story. So that was a retell, Madison. That's what we call a retell. So all you have to do, Madison, if you want to write a summary, you just name it, verb it, central idea, and add 3 details. You got it? Name it, verb it, central idea, add 3 details. Now you try it.
Name it, verb it, central idea, add 3 details.
Once more time.
Name it, verb it, central idea, add 3 details.
That's all you do. You name it, you verb it, you central ID it, and you add 3 details. That's what? You have that somewhere? What? Is there about a magic reveal about to happen?
Ta-da!
Okay.
Ta-da!
What?
Name it, verb it, central idea, add 3 details.
I'm going to try to get rid of that glare we got on the screen. Okay, Madison, and you know she's been begging to write on the board, right? Remember the last time, the whole checkmark episode? Well, she did this all by herself as we were talking about
I
what
have
this
a lot in her handwriting that I was just brushing.
She's very good at handwriting. So, name it, verb
Verb
it.
it, central idea, add 3 details.
So let's talk about what that looks like. Name it. When you name it, you name, okay, now I need you to come around, little girl. Come around. All right. Now, when you name it, you just give us the name of the story. So, Madison, what would be the name of the story?
Red Riding Hood.
Okay. Red Riding Hood?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay, we're going to erase this. Everybody's got this, right? Madison, can you erase it for us?
Yes.
So, the very first thing that we would write is Little Red Riding Hood.
Can
Okay.
I write it?
Not today, not right now, because we're not going to be able to do all the spelling and everything. So, we're going to name it first. You said it's Little Red Riding Hood?
Yes.
Little Red.
Riding Hood by Mary Pope.
Ooh, really? No,
I have no idea.
that's not by. Little Red Riding Hood. If we knew who it was by, we could put that, but we don't have that in front of us. So Little Red Riding Hood is the name of it. Now, the verb is next. So the verb, yes, good job, Maddie. So the verb is going to be, what is the author doing? Is the author informing us? Is the author describing, explaining, entertaining?
Entertaining.
Okay. So in Little Red Riding Hood, the author, that's the same thing. The author, yeah, hold still. If you're going to hold this. The author entertains the reader by what? Telling the story?
By options.
Okay, you actually, I like the extra options, but you know what? I just want to use your one verb, actually. I don't want to keep this simple. So in Little Red Riding Hood, the author entertains us with a story. You got to hold still, or this is the last warning about you holding that. Entertains us with a story about what? Now, this is the central idea, the biggest, if you had to sum up the whole entire story in one sentence, what basically happens, Madison?
Little Red Riding Hood went to her grandma's house and met Big Bad Wolf, who was bad.
Okay, we're going to stop there, okay? In Little Red Riding Hood, can you be still for me? The author entertains us with a story about Red going to see her grandmother. And meeting a bad wolf?
Yes.
And meeting a bad wolf. Now, hold this for me, Madison. Actually, I'll hold it. I'll have you do this next thing. Okay, so now what we're going to do, stop. Nope. All right, what we're going to do is, Madison, with this blue marker. Yeah. Okay, get over there.
Yeah.
All right, so Madison, I want you to circle the name it. When we named what we were going to talk about. Circle the name. Good. That's the name it, okay? The author, now, I want you to take, so what else I got in here?
You have black.
Here, I have this. Great, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, now I want you to circle the verb. What did the author do?
Entertain.
Good, circle it. Okay, so we named it, we verbed it, and then we central ID'd it, okay? So now, I want you to underline the central ID, central idea. What's the central idea?
Red was going to see her grandmother.
Excellent. Okay, now scoot back so everybody can see your work. You did a great job. Okay, so the rest of the words are filler words, okay? What I call filler words, because we have the title, the name, the Little Red Riding Hood. What happens? The author entertains, we have to have some kind of verb, and then what is the central idea of Red going to see her grandmother? Thanks, Madison. Got to edit there. All right, now, do you remember what we do after we name it, verb it, central ID it?
Add 3 details.
Add 3 details. Now, here's the tricky part. We only get 3. So in Madison's original summary that she gave me when we started this episode, she gave me like 17,421. And you can't give me that many. So Madison, you can only pick 3 details. So what happened first, then what happened in the middle, and then what happened at the end. So what would you say? So Little Red Riding Hood, the author entertains us with a story about Red going to see her grandmother and meeting a big bad wolf. First, what?
First, Big Bad Wolf decided to go on the path with her to learn more about her.
Okay.
And
then?
Second, he showed her some flowers to get, because she introduced him that she was going to Grandma's and he wanted to eat Grandma for dinner, and Red for dessert.
Okay. So your first detail is that Red was going on a walk in the pathway and she ran into the wolf. Your second detail is he found out she was
going to Grandma's house and he wanted to eat Grandma for dinner and Red for dessert, and so he told her that there's flowers right below them, and so
that's too much. It's too much.
So he can,
I know, it's so hard. It's so hard. So it's a detail to the detail. So she's dying to tell us more about what the wolf did on the path, but we can't. I know, she's so sad because that would be a retell though, and we can't get caught giving a retell. So first she's on the path and she meets the wolf. Then the wolf finds out she's going to Grandma's house and decides he wants to eat Grandma for dinner and Red for dessert. Then we've got to go to what happened at the end. What happened at the end?
He ate Grandma, and he ate them, and then Red got the flowers that she picked for Grandma, and it tickled his throat and until he coughed them out, and so he did cough them out, and they tied him to Grandma's bed, and then they had tea and cake.
Okay, so let's pull that back down. You only get one more thing to say. So would you say, so we could add the flowers to the middle one. You could say the wolf found out that she was going to Grandma's house and he picked some flowers for Grandma. How about that?
She did.
Red did? Oh, and Red picked some flowers for Grandma. Then the wolf ended up eating the Grandma, but Red used the flowers to tickle his throat and
until to get them both out, and then they tied him to Grandma's bed and had tea and cake without him.
Okay, that's pretty good. I would call that 4 details because I would say that her tickling his throat and getting them back was detail 3, and detail 4 was they had cake and tea without.
Tied him with.
Okay, I'll let 4 details go by, but your goal is really to get it down to 3. To think about what happened first, middle, and at the end of the story. okay, with a story. And if you're doing nonfiction, let's say that you actually, we can do that real quick if you want to. Is there a nonfiction one that you read about? Oh no, that was fiction as well. We'll have to do a separate episode, but we'll do a nonfiction one.
No, I didn't. I also read a nonfiction one.
Okay, tell me what you read that was nonfiction.
It was about oh wait, did it have to be a Raskins?
No, it could be on anything. What was it called? You talking about Ice Hotels? Okay.
And this and all of this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's sit down. No, we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna talk about real quick. If it was nonfiction, then you would use the headings of the sections, but you would do the same thing. You would do in the book. She read a book recently about ice hotels, so she would say in ice hotels, the author, and then she has to pick a verb.
Made the second ice hotel.
Yes, but what's the verb that the author explains, informs, tells us about? What do you want to use?
Tells us about.
Okay, so in the book Ice Hotel, the author tells us about
how he built his second ice hotel.
How he built his second ice hotel.
No, the second.
How he built the second ice hotel. And then you can only give me 3 details about building an ice hotel. What would you tell me? No, we're going to try for 3 this time. She said /4. We're going to try to not do 4. So if you're trying really hard to stick to 3, what would you tell me?
He built the second ice hotel. You
already told me that. That was your main idea. That was your central idea, right? So what would be your first detail?
It took him a whole entire year.
Okay, it took a year to build it. What did he use?
He used ice, snow, and metal.
Okay, he used ice. It took him a year to build it. He used ice, snow, and metal to build it. And then what would be the third thing?
That people actually slept in there, and
That's fine. People had lots of things to do. Like what? What did they do there?
Like they could ice skate.
Oh, dog sledding?
Yeah, dog sledding. They could mountain climb.
Okay, so she just wrote another paragraph, another summary.
More.
Okay, so she named it, she verbed it, she central ID'd it, and she added 3 details. She said in the story Ice Hotels, the author tells us about how he built the second ice hotel. He took him a year to build it. He used ice, snow, and metal to build it, and people could do lots of things there, like ice skate, bobsled, and
bobsled. What's
dog
bobsled?
sled. That's another thing. Go dog sledding and learn about history. Okay, this is all you have to do. Okay, so as you read stories with your kids at night, picture books, chapter books, whatever they're reading, it doesn't matter. When they finish their 20 minutes of reading or whatever you do at night, when they finish it, get in the habit at least once or twice a week of going into your child's room and saying to him or her, okay, I want you to name it, verb it, central ID it, and give me 3 details. Just out loud.
And then if he asks one of those, you can just show him this video.
Exactly. You can show him the video. All right, Madison, high 5. Ready? Let's do it again. We're going to name it, verb it, central ID it, add 3 details. One more time. Name it, verb it, central ID it, add 3 details. You got this. See you next time.
I put 3 details of 3 markers.